Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 8, Space Exploration Part 2. So, today I'm going to discuss and talk about exploring planets beyond the Earth and the Moon. So, our solar system and going beyond that. And what robotics or human exploration are we planning, and robotic explorations that are planned and that have occurred. So, there are actually four main robotic probes or explorations that many people know. And looking at the image now, what you see here is the four main ones. So Pioneer 10, Pioneer 11, Voyager 1, and Voyager 2. So all of these were launched in the 1970s. And they were just supposed to first study the outer planets and then from there go beyond our solar system. So Voyager 1 is the most popular one. That's the actual one still operating today. It was launched in 1977. It's the furthest spacecraft ever. It uses, actually all of them use plutonium energy source, because as you go further out away from the sun, you can't really use solar unless you have to make them really big. Distance from Earth currently is 22.4 billion kilometers, and it's traveling at a speed of about 62,000 kilometers per hour, which is it's fast in terms of Earth speed, but slow in terms of the whole universe speed. Pioneer 2, a robotic probe. It was meant to study the asteroid belt, the environment around Jupiter and Saturn, solar winds, and the cosmic rays. It had a last contact in 1995, so we don't know where it is currently. Well, we don't have any contact with it, so we can't gather the data. Pioneer 10, launched in 1972, it went to Jupiter. Last contact was in 2003. The next image, what you see, is Voyager 1. So every once in a while, we are able to contact it and it relays back data and information. So on Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, they're actually disks that have information about our planet and songs for whoever is going to reach it or whoever comes into contact with the satellite. So that is very far away. So another two main robotic exploration missions is the Hayabusa 2 and the Rosetta. So these have been in the news lately or in the last few years, and I'll just explain what each one is. So the first image you see, this is the Hayabusa 2. So it is meant to get asteroid samples and return them back to Earth, and its date was actually the 6th of December 2020. That's when it was supposed to be back. I think you can read more news about it. It should have landed by now. And then the next image is the Rosetta. So this one was actually in the news, was very popular. This was the first mission to land on a comet. So Hayabusa, we've done many asteroid landings. So Hayabusa 2 wasn't the first one, but Rosetta was the first to land on a comet. The difference between a comet and an asteroid is a comet is a small icy solar system body that when it passes near the sun, gases are released. So what happens is the gases get heated up and it leaves like a streak. So you can see in the image, there's like a whole streak that it follows as the gases are being heated up and leaving like a trail. An asteroid is basically like a minor planet. It's like a small rocky object that orbits the sun. So it has its own orbital path and it keeps on following that orbital path until it's deflected off. Usually what happens is Jupiter usually takes it away from us if it's coming towards Earth. Basically, Jupiter's our big brother and it protects us from these sort of from huge asteroids that could potentially just wipe out all life on Earth. That is our theory of the way the dinosaurs went. So we don't really know.